Now I want to welcome in RJ Hampton to the 24/7 Sports Series Social Distance. RJ, what's up, man?
What's good? I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks for joining me. It's obviously wild times in our country right now. How are you holding up with the quarantine?
For sure. It's tough, not being able to, go work out all the time and just, not be able to do your regular routine. But, it's a lot of bigger things going on in the country. So you kind of have to, just stay in your place and, self-quarantine, really.
No, for sure. In what ways has the coronavirus impacted your pre-draft prep?
I think it's just I was working at a Mamba Academy, going up there two times a day, really, and working on my body, lifting, getting treatment, and then kind of when all this stuff happened, they shut it down. So I couldn't go back up there anymore and stay in my regular routine. So kind of just trying to find gym here and there, or get in somewhere and do stuff at home just to stay well.
So are you out in LA right now? Are you in Texas, or where are you at?
I'm in Texas, so they recently just turned Baylor Scott and Health Medical Center into Mamba Sports. So it's at the Star where the Cowboys practice in Frisco. So
Okay.
They have a Mamba Academy there now, and I live 5 minutes from there.
Oh, nice. Who are you working out with? I know you were with Tyler last year. Who were you with?
Tyler. I'm still working out with Tyler and just the guys at Mamba.
Yeah, awesome. Well, what does that routine look like? I know you said you're getting in there twice a day, but when you were able to get in there, what has been the focal point in terms of what you're trying to improve, what the daily regimen consists of?
Yeah, I've been working on my body a lot, going in the mornings, getting treatment, just keep my body fresh. So when I do work out, I'm prepared. And then, after that, have like a certain schedule from about my eating plan and my diet, and then going to lifting and, getting bigger and, trying to gain some muscle. And then we go in Tyler and we just, work on my game really, and then come back and I'll do some treatment or some yoga, different things like that.
Have you been able to do anything at your house since all this kind of came down and not allowed to go in the gyms?
I'm dribbling, push-ups, sit-ups, that type of stuff. But, it's not really much to do.
Got to get creative, man.
For sure.
I've been doing parking lot workouts, trying to stay in shape.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's different. When you look at the NBA draft and kind of examine it, you're pretty familiar with all these guys. A lot of these guys were in your high school draft class. From your personal perspective, how do you think you stack up with the guards at the top of this draft?
I think I stack up well. I think, all the guards in this draft and, with the guys that are the top guards, everyone has their, special ability. But I think, being a type of player that can, get it done on, try to get it done on both ends of the court and just do the little things and not have, I think I have special talents, but a person that can just get anything you need done at any time. I think that's what I bring to the table best.
Now, you went to the NBL to play with the New Zealand Breakers instead of going to college, and you had said if you had gone to college, you would have gone to Kansas. Looking back at that decision, are you satisfied with how everything turned out?
I definitely am satisfied. And, a lot of people might not see it, because, you see games and you see different things like that. And you see, a lot of hype with college. But, I'm going up against guys like Sek Henry, Scottie Hobson, those established overseas pros for 10, 11 years, every single day in practice. They're not taking it easy on me. So, from when I was first my NBA games in October until January, I think I've gotten so much better just with, practice-wise. I'm going up against those guys every single day, and I don't think I could have asked for better competition for sure.
You mentioned you think you've gotten better. When you think back to the McDonald's All-American game of last year and then look at your game now, in what ways do you think you're better?
I think I'm a lot smarter. I think just the things I do and the reads I pick up on playing overseas and playing a lot of professional ball this summer and pro runs. I think I'm just a lot smarter. I think I've gained a lot of more maturity when it comes to basketball. And I also think I don't know what happened, but I just got fast out of nowhere. And I think I'll probably be one of the faster guards in this draft.
When we talked prior to you going to the NBL, you told me that you thought this would really help prepare you for the NBA. When you look back at that experience, do you think that happened? And in what ways do you think are the biggest ways that it really helped prep you?
I think it definitely did help me. Playing with those type of guys, like I said, playing against guys like Andrew Bogut, Bryce Cotton, Melo Trimble, you pick up on little things that they do. So I mean, when an NBA screen comes and hit me, and a guy in college might not have been hit with a 10, 12-year-old vet screen, because college screens are different than a 10, 12-year pro vet screen. So
Right.
just different things like that, I think I'll pick up faster on because I had been through it before.
What was your favorite part of the experience of playing in the NBL?
I think kind of like playing against guys that I had, looked like I looked up to. Like, Andrew Bogut was former #1 pick, played with the Warriors. People
Right.
forget that he's a former #1 pick, and just playing against him, and then him after the game having high praise for me, guys like that, and then guys like Melo Trimble, who I watched for 2 years straight every day at Maryland.
Right.
Going up against him and having good games against him, it was just like a surreal feeling.
Conversely, what was the hardest part about the whole experience? Obviously, you're in a new environment, but what was the toughest part of the experience?
I think the toughest part of the experience is being like an 18-year-old and just that wear and tear on your body that early. I think not like necessarily wear and tear, but we were the only team in New Zealand and every team was in Australia. So our flights every game are 6-7 hours.
Gotcha.
So just flights and learning how to become a pro was probably one of the hardest things, I would say.
What about it? And this is along the same lines, but what do you think was maybe the biggest lesson you learned from being around professionals every day, learning to be a pro? What lessons did you take away from that?
I think my biggest lesson is probably more of like your time will come. You everyone has a different time that they peak, or everyone has a different time that they're gonna shine. And I think when I first got over there, I was so eager to just prove everybody like this was the right decision. And then
Right.
I kind of had to sit back and was like, well, like this is the right decision for me, but it'll be the right decision when that time comes, and you'll really see it. And I
Yeah.
went through some stuff when I had an injury and different things like that, but I feel like when I was at my healthiest, when I was over there, I think I played really good basketball.
You mentioned that injury and you left the NBL a little early. You think you played 15 games. How is the hip doing, and how's your health at this point?
The hip was great. The whole reason I wanted to come back over here is because I wanted to heal, and I wanted to heal uh, fast and with people I was very familiar with. And I've been with the guys at Baylor and Scott for the past year, and so I knew that they could really help me. And the injury was never really serious, but I just knew if I came back and started preparing now, then I wouldn't have to worry about it lingering on.
Yeah. I know that there's a number of recruits in the 2020 class that are considering doing a similar route that you took, and I know 2021 too. How many kids have reached out to you to kind of seek advice about potentially going a similar route?
There's been probably, I would say, about 5 kids in the 2020 class that have reached out to me, just kind of asking, not really about basketball, but like, bro, how is it living over there? Like, would I like it? Would I like doing that? And, I would just always tell them, I'm saying, if you want to be a pro and if you want to, optimize your ability in a short amount of time and to get ready for the NBA, I think this is the best route.
Awesome. RJ, man, I really appreciate your time. I know there's a lot going on, so I appreciate you
Yeah.
jumping with me, and good luck getting back to the pre-draft prep, and good luck in the NBA draft whenever that may be.
Max, thank you.